Hello my friends and welcome, my name is Dennis and this is the latest update from Ukraine, and let's go to the military map review and to the hottest spot we have nowadays in Bakhmut direction. There is no big change recently. If we go to the timeline just a couple of days ago, you see that Russia advanced over here and very close to Yakovlivka village and also Bakhmutske. Ukrainian forces are doing all they can to withstand Russian aggression on the eastern side of Ukraine, and so far it is more or less successful. And let's see the fire detection maps. Today we have some of the artillery fire in this side, mostly on the Ukrainian side. It means that Russia start to use more of their artillery system, but the Ukrainian forces, as you can see, also fire far behind the front lines. If we go to the ruler tool, you'll see it's just 55 kilometers, not close, I would say. So it is HIMARS artillery system for sure. By the way, my friends, thank you so much for your comments of support under my latest short video. Yes, I'm temporarily partially disabled. Today I got not the bone broken but just displacement of the bone. But my friends, that hurts a lot, and luckily we have a good doctor in my hometown. They fix me quite fast. That is why I'm filming the video right now. So thank you very much for your warm comments. We're gonna continue filming no matter what. And recently Russia took this Davydov village. Quite not good for the situation here. So before it was like that 3 days ago, and today it is like that. So Russia still pushes against Ukrainian counterattack over here, and also have this area. The gray means the fighting is ongoing for the place. Ukrainian forces also continue to resist Russian attacks over here near to Marinka, Pisky and Avdiivka. Russia wants those villages hard, but Ukrainian forces were able to build huge defense lines well before, and Russia is struggling getting those villages under control. However, the fighting is very strong there. Russia uses their aviation. They do not use the aviation on Ukrainian controlled territory, but across the front lines they still use attack airplanes like Sukhoi 25, fighter jets like Sukhoi 35, and also helicopters. Today it was a big success for Ukrainian army. We actually fired towards Novakhovka, and I'll show you later on the video. As I told you, there is a big spot for that stuff, and we fired directly to this road over here. There is also a railroad just near. As far as I know, railroad was damaged significantly, and road got some of the minor damages. I don't know whether Russia can send their heavy armored vehicles as tanks across this road, but I'm sure that they can send small sort of vehicles, cars and small tracks. That is for sure, because we saw it on a video that I'll show you later on. As for general situation on the front lines, my friends, more or less it is stable. For the information about the yesterday's attack on Novofedorovka airport in Saki city, well, Russia lost many of the airplanes. Rumors say around 25 airplanes. It was a significant devastation for the airport. It was used actually to bomb Ukrainian cities that are close to the front lines, because this airport is not far away actually from the front lines, and Russia got some of their fighter jets as well as tactical bombers Su-24s around there, and most of them were demolished. I'll show you later on the video of confirmation of that stuff, my friends. So Novofedorovka was demolished, and Russia cannot use this airfield any longer, at least I think for a few months. So they lost all of the bombs, rockets, they were totally demolished. And I got some of your comments saying that probably Harpoon rocket was used for that attack. Well, I would say Harpoon is the anti-ship rocket. However, this airfield is very close to the sea. It's very close also to the sea level. There are no hills, nothing, so could be Potentially we could use Harpoon. The distance is okay for that rocket. And also there is a Grom system that Ukraine was built, but it was built for export. And I'm sure that we don't have that system in Ukrainian army. Yes, it was shown on Ukrainian parade just once. It has distance that can reach everywhere in Crimea, but I think we don't have that system in our army. At least some of our military guys say that we don't have it. Or it could be ATACMS long-range rocket that United States officially haven't sent to Ukraine, but unofficially we might not know many of the things, so that rocket could do this job. Obviously there were many of the explosions, around 10 of them on that airfield. Russia claimed that it was just some sort of detonation because of the wrongdoing of some personnel on the airfield, and they confirmed just one guy who lost his life and some of the injured personnel. From other sources I heard about 60 soldiers who lost their lives and around 200 soldiers who were injured during this attack or maybe wrongdoing. We don't know 100% so far, but if it is Ukrainian attack, my friends, it is a moment changer in this war, because it's the first attack on Crimea Peninsula. And I'm sure that we're gonna reach this part as well. Well, if we speak about the rest parts of the front lines, everything more or less stands still. There were no air rains recent 2 days here near to the Kiev. However, still Russia used the artillery and rocket artillery system in Mykolaiv over here in the south, and also in Kharkiv. They continue to devastate just our civilians, so they target civilian targets as well. And I just hope that with our Western allies' help, we're gonna drive Russians out from Ukrainian territory. And now let's go to some of the news and events. Here we go to some of the information, my friends. I want to state that this information is so far unconfirmed. It's just some of the rumors saying that Russia lost 8 of Sukhoi Su-27s, 4 Sukhoi Su-30M, 5 of Sukhoi Su-24 tactical bomber that they use on the front lines, 6 helicopters Mi-8, 1 Il-20 RT, and 4 of the ammunition depots in that area. Good news for Ukraine, our creditors agree for 2-year freeze, or you may say postpone, on $20 billion debt. So we have to pay each month our debts, even though we got some of the help from the same countries, but they require us to pay, and they negotiated that they gonna freeze our payouts from Ukraine. It's awesome, my friends. 20 billion will be sent for our army for sure. Our forces captured T-80 tank, and it should have the explosive armor, is active armor, so basically you need to have explosion in those plates. But you see the guy just opened those and there's just a rubber, no explosion, nothing. One of the best Russian tank is not equipped with that system, with active armor protection. It's just crazy, my friends. About the Ukrainian counterattack that we all expected in Kherson direction, my friends, now it is not possible because Russia thrown lots of their forces to the region, and I think Ukraine will still perform it, but later on then we'll have the weapons delivered from the Land-Lease program, and we're gonna get those in October or late September, I hope. And this is Kakhovka Dam I was talking about. So this is the most vulnerable place, and Russians film it with a drone to show the result. So you see the railroad is devastated. It could be repaired very fast, but I don't know whether this part could sustain the weight of the heavy train delivering tanks to Russian occupied territory. And you see there is the track was running there, and those houses nearby were just destroyed, and some of the supply vehicles are there. And the HIMARS rockets are so precise, my friends. They were able to hit this road. So yeah, there is the help from the HIMARS. Still the road partially intact, and they can send their vehicles and some of the holes over there. So the most vulnerable part, and I told you about it, and Ukrainian forces probably they are watching my videos. Yeah, some of the generals, they say, okay, we should fire to this most vulnerable place, and it is what it is. They did it, and they also broke the railroad. Awesome. Russia uses mostly the railroad connection to deliver their armors, so good job from their artillery systems and from Ukrainian army. Oh, we have some of the satellite images showing that Russia possibly got the Shahid 129 drones as well as Shahid 191 drones, and they are now on the training to fly those. I think Iran should be under the strict sanctions if they deliver those drones to Russian Federation. It is probably the confirmation. And this is the newest generation of the Russian anti-aircraft system. You see on the background, it's in Crimea, filmed in Crimea. But actually, my friends, those fake systems are made for purpose, because on satellite image, you cannot state for sure whether it's real or not. And you can just waste your rockets to fire to that system. So it's kind of smart move, and also Ukrainian army does like that. We got some of the information that this evening we shot down Russian attack airplane Su-25 near to Zaporizhia. As you can see, Russia has no priority in the skies. We shot down lots of their planes, and those are Russian attack directions on the eastern side of Ukraine, so towards Bakhmut, Kadima, Soledar. They try to reach Bakhmut eagerly, but so far Ukrainian forces are great in the counterattacks, small ones, and also defending Bakhmut city. Great, my friends. Glory to our armed forces. This parking spot is very near to Saki Airport, 400 meters away from the apron and control tower. You see cars were demolished. It happened because of the attack, or maybe because of the neglecting actions by the personnel on that airfield. You see cars were just devastated, wounded by shrapnel and the parts. At the end of this video, we see the big one hit with huge part of something, just hit, knocked. Oh my god, my friends, it was a terrible explosion. For the cars, maybe you can repair some of them, but for the airplanes, if the critical equipment got some of the holes, shrapnel went to force elements, critical for the airplane airworthiness, it will not fly again easily. And sometimes it's more profitable to invest in building the new airplane rather than restoring the damaged one. Right, guys, it seems like we have the confirmation from the satellite image. So it was before in that airport of Saki, and it is right now. So totally demolished. It could be obviously Photoshop, you may say, but very precise, I would say, is for satellite image. So it was before there, and here it is right now. All of the airplanes demolished, mostly. This airplane on the left just intact. Yes, my friends, this is a Grom artillery system built here in Ukraine, but all of the rights for the system belong to other country. What country? I so far don't know. Maybe Saudi. And it was delivered to them as well. It can hit targets on a very long ranges, I think up to 500 kilometers, like that. This is the Ukrainian statistics for the Russian losses. So totally 42,800 Russian soldiers found their rest in peace here in Ukraine. And for Ukrainian statistics, some of the officials say that we now lose around 30 men per day, 30 soldiers, which is quite a lot. But at the beginning of this war, we were losing around 100 soldiers per day. So now that number reduced, but still quite a lot, my friends, for this stupid war. About those figures, those could be not true. Obviously, it's our statistics from Ukrainian side, but it is partially confirmed by United States of America statistics. We got the information that they say that Russia totally lost around 85,000 soldiers, dead and injured Russian personnel. So I think, speaking about this number, I think it's more real than we think. And after the war, obviously, we're gonna calculate casualties from both of the sides. but this number is tremendous. Russia haven't been losing that much of their forces, armored vehicles, fighter jets, helicopters in their entire history. If we speak about the sovereign country of Russia that was announced in 1991. If we speak about the Soviet Union, there were no such losses since the World War II, my friends. So this war is really heavy and very big. My friends, I'm gonna keep you updated about the situation here in Ukraine. And now, if you like what I do, press the like button to this video. And also, if you want to support my channel, there are some of the links in the video description below. You may support me on Patreon, PayPal, or Donatello as usual. As always, I wish you a peaceful sky wherever you are, and have a great time. And by the way, about this, everything is okay, my friends. Do not support me just because I got injured. I have the funds to cure my arm, no problems for that. All the funds mostly I send for charity purposes to help others. Thank you.